Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewa nisu adie. Na fe ya sanswa jieniabo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sanswa party in the cloud. ATM mayen komani ya mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresa umatrufo we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 49 4061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Today I'm going to share with you guys one of my secrets I used to do this profession of journalism. It is something I learned during my basic days in journalism. And as a matter of fact, it simply says that at every point in time, someone can be your source of news. At every point in time, someone can be your source of news. The person could be any other person, not necessarily a celebrity, a famous person, or someone who is well-to-do in society. At every point in time, any other person can be your source of news, aka your beat. That is why if you are dealing with people who do investigations, when they go to some place and they are doing their investigation, they can go to some drunkard, they can go to beer bar parlors, as some people say. They can go to the beer parlor, they can go to the palm wine joint, they can go to anywhere that they know that there will be people there, because those people are surely going to be your source of information one way or the other. Therefore, anytime you see Sammy Flex operating that open door policy where he is ready to welcome any other person who would want to get into his life, it is for a reason. It is because I've opened up my mind. I am open for more information, more knowledge, and more ideas. That's it. It is nothing else. In case you cared to know, this is it. Now you know. Now, shout outs to my good friend Femi. Femi is a Nigerian, and he's giving me a lead that I am interested in. He's giving me a lead that I think we all need to shout about this lead, because if we don't, it can affect our favorite artist on another day to come. If we don't, it would also hurt one of us in some few days, years, weeks, or months to come. Because as creatives, there are so many things that they see that can turn them on. As creatives, there are so many things that they would want to associate with that necessarily does not mean that they are really into it. This story about Rema of Baby Come Down, Come Down. I'm talking about Rema. This story about Rema in Ethiopia, personally, I'm disturbed by it. This story about Rema all the way in Ethiopia for a concert that he was built to perform on 9th September, which is surely going to be tomorrow, I am disturbed about it. I'm disturbed about it because around me, I've seen many of such things happening, and if it has gotten to that level, then it means there is a big wahala somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you into the story proper here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex. Maybe if this is your first time you're watching this, it is called The Editorial, where I get to share my perspective on some of the stories running in and around Ghana, as well as outside of Ghana as well. I do this with my team, Digital Rasta. He's called Currency, and Richie Flex, who is the editor-director of the show. This is the team that we have been producing all the wonderful content that you have been following here on Sammy Flex TV. And again, because you are our partner, let me also seize this opportunity to also say thank you to you for always supporting us. There are some people who are constant on this channel. Every single video, they watch from beginning to end. There are many of them out there, thousands of people. Therefore, I wouldn't be able to mention your names. But if you are one of them, I say, may God bless you. Anytime you spend a minute or two to watch us, may God do what you also wish for you, just as you've done for us. Now, let's go into the issues. And this is coming from one of my good friends, Femi. He's a Nigerian. I have not met before. I have not seen before. We only have been communicating beautifully, respectfully on phone. And so far, so very good. I have a whole lot of people like that. And we share ideas. Shout outs to man like Fidelis Osara, also one of my big men who is a Nigerian, and he has been so instrumental to my business at the moment, sharing information, sharing knowledge with me. At every point in time, he would reach out if he disagrees with me, and he does that respectfully. He doesn't come insulting or attacking anybody. Sammy, this one I don't agree with you. Then we talk about it. I show him this, I show him that, and beautiful. We are good to go. So when I woke up today, I was actually at the gym when my good friend Femi started sending me this information. He starts, "Good morning, Chief Sammy Flex. How are you today? I believe you are fine." And he added, "Don't know if you have heard about the story emanating from Ethiopia about Rema." Then he adds the link, because definitely I was going to, in fact, because I was at the link, because I was at the gym, I did not even pay attention to the details well. So when I closed and I came home, I asked that, where is the link to the story you are telling me? Before I scrolled up again, I said, oh, so the link was already here. Then it says, he was supposed to have a concert in Ethiopia tomorrow, 9th September 2023, as part of the Ethiopian New Year celebrations. You know, they have some kind of new, different calendar away from the ordinary. Then it says, but the country's Orthodox Church, with over 70 million followers in the country, have frowned against the concert. They cited Illuminati and Satanism concerns. This was as a result of the rose gold and diamond jewelry that Rema recently acquired, and he has since been seen wearing same at his previous concerts. And he tells me there are also reports of imminent violence should the organizers proceed with the concert. But as of now, the promoters have decided to put the concert to a halt. That is what it is saying. Now, my good friend sends the real images that they are talking about to me. And my director would do well to show you the details, very up close and personal, so that you see it well. And it says, it has the image of what looked like a church building burning with a cross upside down, and it goes on like that. He added a story about Ashake, something I will be handling later. Of course, Ashake is my man. Everybody who has been watching me here on Sammy Flex TV knows that if there are some guys that I am admiring from Nigeria, Ashake is part of it. And my friend Portable, I hear Portable is in Ghana as we talk. Portable has a show in Ghana. My producer will be sharing that information with you as well. I know that for sure because I am in touch with the organizers. I'm sure they knew of my mentions of Portable. So when they said Portable has a show in Ghana, they thought it wise to also link up with me to see if I can link up with him. So the last time I met him at the airport, I wanted to chat with him, but on that day I realized he was not in good mood. So even when I shouted his name, he was not responsive, and I understand. Talents are like that. I move with a lot of them, so I understand there are days that they wouldn't want to link up with anybody, and that is fine. So I decided to go into the story, the Rema story proper, to understand what really is going on. So the link my friend Femi sent to me was correctng.com, obviously a Nigerian website, correctng.com. Now let's read the story and see if the story is worth anything that we can talk about, because I have a lot to say about this. A story written by Deborah Akpobumi. Deborah Akpobumi. Today is September 8, 2023. Reads: Rema's Ethiopia concert cancelled over his burning church pendant. Pendant simply means a chain or something. Rema's Ethiopia concert cancelled over his burning church pendant, or maybe a locket or something like that. That is what pendant will mean on any day. It says, ex-Nigerian singer Divine Rema Ikubo's upcoming music show in Ethiopia has reportedly been cancelled due to religious reasons. Let's continue. The countdown, so many people have been going there. But it was gathered that the hotel's management cancelled the event over religious concerns raised by his necklace. Now let's pay attention to this line again. The Calm Down crooner was built to entertain fans in Ethiopia in September 9th, 2023, which is tomorrow, at the Sheraton Hotel in Addis Ababa, but it was gathered that the hotel's management cancelled the event over religious concerns raised by his necklace. Now let's continue with the story. The 23-year-old wore a chain which carried an image of a church burning upside down as well as inverted crosses. According to local media, Rema was accused of being a devil worshipper, and this was unacceptable practice in the East African country, Ethiopia. It was learned that the image on the singer's neck chain offended the Ethiopian Orthodox Tiwahido, maybe something like that, Tiwahido Church, and the people of Ethiopia and the hotel reacted by cancelling his concert. Also, an Ethiopian lady privy to details surrounding the development told Nigerian media personality Daddy Freeze during an Instagram live session that a press statement was released to the effect because Rema's necklace has sparked concerns about him being a devil worshipper. In her words, let's listen to what the lady said. She says, they made a statement like a press release in Ethiopia about Rema. Yes, you can imagine it is a very big deal. They are basically saying he is worshiping the devil because of what he has on his neck. And to be honest, I never thought of it myself. And there is more to it, to be honest. Now, there is a video of this lady talking about this particular issue to Daddy Freeze. I would want us to go check this video briefly. Then when I come back, I've told you I have loads to say on this. Because here in Ghana, we have been hearing some of these things. We've seen some in a recent concert. Something like that happened. What they should tell Daddy Freeze, this is it.
They make a statement, like a press release about Rema. So
they made a press release in Ethiopia about Rema.
You can imagine yes, it's a very big deal.
What was in this press release? What did they say he did?
They basically saying that he is a devil worshiper, because of what he has on his neck. And to be honest, I never saw it even myself. And it's more into it, to be honest. And that is how everything.
Because of a necklace, I love religion. Religion is such an amazing thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So because of Rema's necklace.
Yes, everything started from there.
The Ethiopian Orthodox Church cancelled him.
Yes.
Now let's get into the issues proper. Whilst we do that, within some few minutes to wrap up the whole presentation. Number one, when it comes to religious extremists, sometimes it is hard for you to have an opinion about what they do. It is hard because they don't believe in your opinion. They don't think about your opinion. To them, what they say is right in the eyes of the people. That is what they look at. They don't think about your opinion in no way. They don't. They don't want to have anything to do with your opinion. What they think is right, what they believe is right, is good, what their faith tells them, that is what they do. That everybody should know. Now, don't let me take you far. Let me just keep you around. Remember in recent times what happened in Nigeria about the video? I'm talking about the video's young boy who had released a song singing around the mosque and calling some people who were in Jalabia or Jalamia and they were dancing around the mosque, and the fact that the Muslim community in Nigeria were not happy about it. Hope you have not forgotten so soon. I still remember this like it was yesterday. Once again, the video was given an ultimatum to either delete the post that he's made. He was more or less like stopped from releasing video of that particular song, and it remains there. Nobody could challenge it. Nobody could challenge it. In fact, you dare not. Don't try to challenge it. If you try, we'll see I'm well. Nobody could challenge that fact. And as it stands now, the song was not released, one. And again, the fact that they were not happy remains. They were not happy with the singer and how he portrayed them in the video. That I want everybody to know. Now let's come back to Rema's issue. Oh no, even before we come to Rema's issue, not long ago, Black Sherif also performed in New York. And in the middle of his performance, behind him, they placed the Baphomet picture behind him. And once again, come to Ghana and conversations about, hey, what is Black Sherif doing? Hey, at the moment, is he also worshiping Satan? Is he worshiping the devil? Blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. That was also heavily discussed. Team Black Sherif, they will not explain for you to get it. I have another story that I'll be handling later, where an artist who has also gotten angry because while he was performing, just as they did to Black Sherif, they also placed the image of the devil behind him. And some people in the audience got angry, started throwing objects at him, and he did not know why. It was later that somebody told him that it was because while you were performing, there was the devil sign behind you, and because of that, the people were not happy about it. That is why they were throwing stuff on you. In fact, I read that story, or I saw that post today. The same day was when Rema's story also got to me. Credits to Femi for sharing this with me. Now, let's come back to the artists and sometimes some of the things they are seen to do. When Burna Boy came to Ghana, before his performance, I saw his mom having some clothes like something. It was, I think, brown or something. And before Burna Boy performed, I saw the mom using the clothes to do whatever on the stage. She was just throwing it all over like this on the stage, like that, before Burna Boy came to perform. As to what that means, it is best known to them. For me, I see it to be one of their rituals. And rituals, I don't necessarily mean spiritual ritual only. Like one of the things they do before the artist performs. That is fine. And again, let's note this. When it comes to talent and some things that they can do, it is not all the time that they are even aware of the consequence of what they are doing. Especially in this era of change and fashion and what they put on and what they wear. Sometimes they might not even know exactly what it means. Again, it is also not to mean that some people who are doing it don't know. Some people, they know exactly, like they are deliberate on what they are doing, but others also don't know. So just as many might not have even paid attention to that pendant in the neck of Rema and what the inscription there says, as you also see it, there are people who don't joke with these signs. In fact, when you sit here and you do this, to some people, they might have a different meaning to it. To some people, they might think, what is this guy trying to communicate? There are so many things you do. It might mean different things to others. So what has happened to Rema in Ethiopia, it is so obvious that to them, they have gotten a different interpretation, a different meaning to what Rema is adorning in his neck. For all you know, bruv, it is just a feel. For all you know, it is just an art that he has seen that he's interested in. For all you know, it has nothing to do with all the things that they are trying to preach. For all you know. For all you know, he does not want to just wear some eye. Now everybody's wearing the diamond and those things. It's not common. There are some people who would want to look different. Now we have seen Burna Boy's new eyes. The ODG, that is Odogu, we've seen it. We've seen how big that is. Someone would also want to have something similar, but at every point in time, they get different inspiration on how they should do it. Now, because of that, I hear there's a little bit of misunderstanding between the religious extremists, and I hear there are about 70 million people. Yes, Ethiopia also has a large population. I think they are third or second in Africa. Ethiopia also has a very large population. So if 70 million of the people who believe in what they are saying are arguing that no, because we see this as devilish, because we see this as Satanism, we don't want it in the country, no matter how strong you are, you will struggle to fight them. As I talk, I hear that should they even overlook the threats, the warnings, the press statements, the press releases should they overlook it and go ahead to perform, there is going to be chaos. That is what I'm hearing. At this stage, handlers and managers of Rema should not push hard. At this stage, managers and handlers of Rema should handle this case so sweet and so well. This could be a free cash for them. This could be a free cash for them, and I'm stating it again. I know how some of these things play. For all you know, the artist might even be in the country. For being in the country, they cannot harm him. They will not attack him. They will not do anything to him. Because in Ethiopia, so many people go there. It is one of the busiest transits when it comes to the airline business. Ethiopian Airlines, especially in Ghana. Those who fly on some cheap rates, most of them, they do their transit via Ethiopia Airlines. I hear it's one of the busiest airports in Africa, Ethiopia Airlines. So for Rema to enter the country, he's fine. Nobody will harm him. Nobody will attack him. But for him to play the show, to influence people, for people to come and see it, I don't know how it is going to be like. I don't know if as it stands now, they can even negotiate with the people that, okay, the gentleman can perform, but he's not going to wear the pendant or the chain. I don't know if that is also possible. I don't know if the organizers can go into such an agreement, because as much as I know, the organizers would not want to create any more tension in the country. That as much as these people are not happy, they've released statements, press release on that. They don't want to challenge the status quo. They don't want to fight the system. Let the will of the people be. That's what I'm saying. Handlers of Rema and his managers, they should be smart about this. If the first request that says, oh, can he perform without the chain, goes and it is acceptable, that is fine. If they all say no, then it means Rema has done its part of the bargain. And I even pray that he is in the country. If he's in the country, oh, then case closed. I pray that he's in the country now, like I pray he's arrived. If he's arrived, then case closed. Free money. Because he's done his part of it. If today he had a show somewhere, he did not go. He left that show, came to Ethiopia for this show to happen. He's arrived in the country, left every other thing, only to be told that he cannot perform because of a certain chain that you've been wearing. It is hallelujah. Free money, free bonto. Maybe $200,000, maybe $150,000, maybe $100,000. However it is free. He can go ahead and enjoy it the way he wants it. So ladies and gentlemen, if you believe in any of these religious extremists, that is fine. But when it comes to other people's talents, their ways, and how they want to do their things, I think we can be a little calm or slow on them. Because like I'm saying, the artist might not even know what it means to what he's wearing. He might not know. In another word, he might also know. But as to whether he is worshiping the devil or Satan as they want to preach, that one nobody can tell. We understand the music system or the music industry goes along with some of these things. These satanism, devilish things, blah, blah, blah. We understand, of course. There have been some documentaries like that talking about some of these things. I have no deep knowledge in there. So yes, whether they operate like this or they operate like that, I don't know. But we understand that sometimes some of these things are there. So as it stands now, Team Rema should not fight this. They should not prolong this. They should not debate this. It is simple. If the show can happen without him wearing the chain, let him go ahead to perform, as much as he's also going to be secured with much security on him, because the moment people show red alert on you, if you are not careful and you do otherwise, you might not even see what will happen. So yes, the red alert has come, But if after further discussions with maybe leaders of these religious sects, they agree that he can perform without wearing the chain, then he goes ahead to perform. But if they say no, they should keep quiet, close whatever chapter, move to their country in peace, and continue with their life. After all, it is free money. To them, they have done their part. Artists, they love art. Artists, they love some things that are unique, something that are rare, something that you cannot see easily. And of course, what a gentleman is wearing is rare. You won't see it easily unless you intentionally go for them to do something for you. Maybe he wanted to stand out. He doesn't want to do what any other person is doing. Maybe to go and do R for Rema with eyes. No, he's seen that over and over. He wants to look different. Unfortunately, this is how it landed him. We are monitoring. In fact, we are monitoring, and I'm sure going to find out if it ended well or not. But I pray it ends well for him. We are still monitoring closely, so keep watching, subscribe to us, and wait for more. But Rema is one of the golds in Nigeria. He is a very tight guy. His numbers on the song, overblowing numbers, and as it stands now, he is one of the guys to watch out for. Remember his speech he made at the Headies? You should know that no matter what, Afrobeat is winning. So once again, let me also conclude by saying, whether he performs in Ethiopia because he is a devil worshipper or not, Afrobeat will still win at the end of the day. My name is Sammy Flex. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. Subscribe to us. Wait for more. We are out of here.